I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what good comments. Okay, that's like Kalani's. Got you like Kalani's. Okay, you're at a party. I like the way your body is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what good comments.
I needed some with some bop in it.
it's like Alanis. Got you like Alanis, I can't get rid of party. Don't let it party, I love the way your body is. Is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what the comments. Okay, that's like Alanis. Got you like Alanis, I can't get rid of party. Don't let it party, I love the way your body is. Is that too obvious? Okay, I like your confidence. Oh, that's what the comments. Okay, that's like that too obvious?
V continue to dominate the low ground. Third elimination so far. They're trying to have that calm, cool, collected demeanor to make their way through the rest of this game.
So 20 players up here, 11 duos or trios, teams kind of mixed in this end game right now, and really showing you how much players are able to go the distance right now. One thing's for certain though, high ground is big chillin', and this is what happens when you get zone. They have so much max to play with. Seems like just favoritism kicking in for them, but Broken Void and King find another knock here, but no, lose a teammate in the process. The lobby's starting to look back towards them, and he tries to get a little bit of his teammates loot, but no chances, no time for it. And just like that, they're done and out. Aviv, G-Money, and Rise starting to look good for them. Aiden and Hound as a duo, playing very well here. There's the finish onto Liam. Misform here, still has a lot of options to play with.
Fortunate enough, those weren't his actual eliminations, so no side for him to keep him alive. Blue's already down. Zonda and Power trying to smoothly move through the low ground, but Power gets caught out at the tail end. Now Zonda can be left by himself. A battle versus Day on the other side, and the tables have turned from being a rest dog to trying to run away, but he's still going to go down. A bunch of these teams that we just saw in full getting torn apart, stuck as duos, stuck as solos, but in the clouds right now. Taki, Isha, and Bert, they have not been challenged. The Shining Span Bridge has been a huge thorn in every player on the low ground side.
Yeah, G-Money and Rise and Aviv playing very well low and mid-ground here. However, starting to run a little thin on the material counts. They're going to all drop back into the storm here. Okay, very interesting play right now. Popping Chug Jugs as a trio, then probably looking to Misform, retake the high ground team. Oh, here it comes. Things are going to get very interesting here.
Two full trios and a duo, most of them crashing down below onto that low ground. Down goes Rise. Aviv is getting a little bit of redemption as he runs into 20 there. Great shot can be fired off as 20 goes down as well. That's going to be a wipe onto that trio, but you can see up above, they've just been waiting for this. They let them fight. They used it as a distraction. Now Taki, Bert, Ichao are in full control.
They were just too patient, taking their time, recognizing that they shouldn't jump the gun too soon, and this is a win waiting for them to claim right here. A couple of mats, though, are left. Misform goes on up. Vert has to get contested here. It's all going to come down to this smart fight for G-Money to take, but Vert finds the tag to win the game.
That is a big game for them. But Zone pulled over towards Shining Span early on. That's where they picked up some of the first eliminations of the game, and they set up shop from zone to zone from there on out. Monster, they didn't even waste their time going for high ground to 8th zone, not even in the 9th, but it was the 10th zone. They timed it perfectly, knowing that team up there was wasting all of their resources.
Storybook the importance of that critical elimination at the Shining Span, giving them an abundance of material to play with, and then the zone pulling that way. It just doesn't get better. Get it from their perspective. I mean, it just looked like easy walk for them in the park here. And really, you got to give them a lot of credit. They played smart, slow, and steady, because you saw Aviv and Rise trying to time the retake, but Ishu talking Berkeley was smart and had a lot of high ground here, giving them that distance.
And this is where G-Money tried to contest, but it was too little, too late. 17th finals for Vert, for Taki and Ishao. This is going to be their second appearance in the Major 3 Grand Finals. Zeke, Kelly, Vivid. What do you guys think of all that action?
Guys, they treated this like a Grand Finals endgame, right? That's that sweet spot you want to be in when there's all this kind of chaos happening on the different layers, people changing, jumping, dashing all over your screen. Being able to find that calm in the storm and really zone in and just play your game has led them to now from game 1, right? They were 5th place going into that game, right? We were kind of talking about them before we went to that break, like, oh man, maybe, you know, like, though they're on the edge, like, maybe they just got to kind of keep going. Nah, they just turned around and said, hey, look, Victory Royale, let's just treat this like a Grand Finals lobby. Let's do what we need to do. And they come out with a win.
I mean, it was exactly what Jacob was talking about, where they saw the high ground run so line right around the corner right now and just saw just kind of how shambles high ground was. No one was really claiming it for their own. So they were able to take that high ground just a little bit late, and not just take high ground, but also take it at a very low zone, I should say, where they have a lot of opportunity to kind of get eliminations towards the mid ground, grab those refreshes, and then be able to hold high ground for the rest of the game. And then they kind of just waited for the rest of the lobby to get those eliminations. I know that a lot of people say high ground wins games, low ground wins tournaments, but for, you know, the group stages, they don't need to worry about winning a tournament. They just need to worry about winning.
Yeah, I feel like everything Kelly just said right there could be, you know, you could put more emphasis on that. Simply, you know, being the fact that it's like, oh wow, they took high ground early on, right? And we've seen some teams kind of fail to do that earlier on because it's just hard to maintain the materials kind of needed to do that. But again, we're talking about a team here that just made it to their second FNC players on this trio. That type of win that we just saw is something that we kind of expect out of like one of our more experienced teams, right? Like maybe like Acorn's trio would have won a game like that, right? Especially early on in the game, in the day, game number 2. So this trio, the story seems almost too good to be true sometimes. Making it to their first FNCS final, last major, following that up with a game like that to make it into the finals again. They look good.
You know, I've written a script or two, not a big deal. Anyway, let's go to a break. When we come back, only 3 games left to go before Group 1 closes. So stay tuned. You won't want to miss any of the action. Welcome back, everyone, to the FNCS. With 2 games down, we only have 3 left to go, but there's still plenty of action ahead of us. So let's talk about that last game, right? More chaotic than before, but still some amazing plays coming out. There was some hiccups along the way as well. We're looking at, you know, Aviv and company. Talk to me about this last game. What might have gone well, maybe bad? You know, what do you guys think?
I think that it wasn't necessarily bad for this trio. I think they actually had a pretty good run through the mid game, or the end game there. With this. They aren't like the other trios where they kind of stick to the ultimate low, especially when you're going over water. It's so risky to stay on that low ground, so they stuck to the mid ground. They were able to kind of get these little picks and eliminations here and there, but truly for me, it was the preparation that they had for the end game. They understood that they didn't have that many mats, so they need to make sure that they had a ton of heals for the end game, and that's what allowed them to survive close to the very end.
Yeah, I mean, how different are games 1 and 2 for this trio, right? Game 1, they were shambles, had low mat, 7 zone, had to keep playing aggressive, which led to so many eliminations for them that game. And then you kind of tune in with them this game, and right, going into the end game, only 3 eliminations kind of in the 11th zone. Such a big difference. When we actually, tuned in with them, I think it was around like a 9th zone, they had 0 eliminations and plenty of mats. So played it completely differently throughout the middle game. Worked out perfectly. For sure, the most consistent trio right now.
Okay, I like that. And of course, because of that, remember, so if you look at those top points, right, 1,000 to 150, that just means it qualified, right? So right now, as we stand, Aviv, G-Money, Rise, they're technically in like first place, right? Currently looking really good. Carillion and Hound in that last game doing again kind of the difference from game 1 to versus like game 2. These trios just really coming alive, right? Like, I don't know if it's that pressure, maybe it's just like first game jitters, or like who knows, maybe going into the first game just like let's just see what kind of happens. But game 2 for this trio, very, very strong show.
Yeah, especially with just kind of how weird that end game was. I do appreciate the fact that they were able to play it so well. And one of the there's only 2 players out of this trio that have actually made it into an FNCS grand between Aiden and Hound. Carillion is one of the more green players that we have. So seeing him being able to kind of keep up with the rest of the players, although he did go down a little early, is definitely a great showing for the potential that he has going on into the future.
Yeah, also a way for them to kind of show off, hey, listen, first game we were going for the high ground, didn't necessarily work out. Let's completely flip the script in that regard and go for the low ground right now. Now, of course, sometimes when you are forced into a duo situation to try to clutch up, you do kind of force yourself down, right, to kind of sneak about. But yeah, speaking about Trees kind of going down and forcing themselves into situations, Agers, Acorn, and Pollo kind of going down extremely early that game. But I do gotta go ahead and say, Zeke, that the fact that they went down early in game number 2 and effectively got like almost 0 points, they had a couple of eliminations, they're still in second place on that championship leaderboard, right? This is like one game. That game 1 was so good.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like, they could kind of have this weird game where we're against Surge and we're like just making plays, and you have games 1 where they give 17 elims in a second place. Like, I don't know what's going on, but who knows? Maybe they'll just say, all right, Zeke, we're just messing with you. We'll get a victory royale. We'll see. Game 3 is ready for us. So, casters, take it away.
Yeah, don't let those points confuse you, right? When the 1,000 kicks in, that means they won, so you don't really have to worry about them anymore. But it does matter about who's consistent afterwards.
Yeah, and I'm kind of using the EU as a blueprint earlier on today. It was 189 points to get into that top 5. Some of our teams are already close to that threshold, but others, there's still 3 games left. And I was kind of talking throughout the course of that game. There's so much action, not only through the end game, but throughout the entirety of the matches.
Yeah, and you know what? With game 3 here, I mean, there's only a couple more opportunities, Jacob.
Yeah, and hopefully, they really take it in stride. Acorn, Agers, Pollo, they're a team whether they win the game or kind of continue through. Look at us, so many other teams, and with the Battle Bus ready to go, this is the 3rd game, the halfway point. So let's get into it. To kind of look down the list, it's rather stacked, from 8th place, 74, 72, 66, mere difference, just a couple of eliminations, staying alive from top 17 to top 12 could really play a pivotal role throughout game number 5 as we close out the day. But this is the halfway point, game 3, and so hopefully a lot of these teams really start to make these moments count.
Gotta make the moments count. Gotta make every single game earn you as much as possible, but hopefully pull that victory out through. Again, and we talk about when you win the round, new draw spots open up, right? Teams get pushed out of the lobby, so there's less to worry about, which means you have more flexibility. If something doesn't work, maybe you can kind of adjust your strategy Jumping to the Flooded Frogs, though. King, Void, and Broken in that same standoff as before. This time, it seems like Priscilla learning from the game 2 error there, sticking with the team now, opting to go ahead and play the opposite side and then, you know, kind of swing around, possibly rotate a little bit earlier here, give themselves a true chance for game number 3.
Yeah, it's just the unfortunate thing is just kind of see the loadouts on one side from the other. Bunch of Sentinel pumps for Void, Broken, and King for the most part. Down below, it just kind of seems like a bunch of SMGs, ARs, kill switch revolvers. So it's not necessarily the best loadout from that split drop. The biggest thing that they do have on their side is the amount of shields that they do have, from minis to bigs, all of them effective 200 shield and HP.
Big moment right here, big opportunity. This is essentially the point in the tournament where you can still turn things around. After this becomes an uphill battle and really puts all the stress on pulling through with the Victory Royale. If you're a team like Void and Broken, you know, you've earned so many points. You just want to kind of coast to the end of the tournament at this point. Lucky Turbulence and Amen have to find something big here and now, but Lucky T gets crushed right there with the big tag. Baloney, BJ and 919. Finds himself for the first time in the early game, kind of on the back foot here. Again, this is a fight we've seen now for the last 3 games. And it seems like the team to the north, is that Pay 14 potentially coming down pretty quickly? Yes, it is in their team. Last time, they missed the chance to get the ambush. This time, they're coming even sooner.
They know they can't let these damage opportunities, even if they don't get the eliminations pass, and Lucky T's able to get the drop on the 919. That's a quick elimination there. Just trying to wait, make sure his teammates are good before it all gets cleaned up as they pounce on the other 2 players that are going to be left alive. No big eliminations just yet. Here comes Pay, Quick, and Boogeyman. They close the distance in the blink of an eye, and now they have the high ground, which is a huge advantage in these types of fights.
Smart play here. Pay's going to go into the builds. A little risky for him, but gets the cutoff opportunity here onto Lucky. Now, looking for the sandwich. Pay playing the side angles here. Kind of the lurking component of this team here. Boogeyman, though, gets the first full hit there. A mean track to go around. Not good. Boxed up. Sent back, and then Lucky, where are you going, buddy? It's over for him as well. As fast as it started, that fight concludes. To the south, though, TK's team seems to be hearing what's going on in the distance, possibly thinking about swinging on up. Meanwhile, Panda, Venos, and Luke coming in the Flooded Frogs, sticking to their strategy of coming through for fights, but this is the first time there's 6 players up still here. This fight never concluded.
Because the sewer tunnels underneath, it's not going to be easy for anybody to really get too much of an advantage in some of these fights, especially if they continue to drop down below, but I might have spoke too soon. Does it by Priscilla, does get locked. That's Ian, gets cleaned up by Luke, and move on over to try to get the rest. All 3 of them back into the same box. Mafia, Shades, they're there as well. That full trio is waiting on the other side of these builds, waiting to pounce.
Yeah, Mafia thinks he's not, you know, spotted out there, but no, this team has full awareness. Mafia might be the first to fall. He definitely is. Texan Hades now has to turn this one around. Nice cone up, but Luke slips out the box with his dash. Well-timed play. Meanwhile, on the low ground, Hades back against the wall, looking for Panda season. Doing a great job here fending off the team so far. They seem to be the better fighters, but counted out too soon here.
It's actually perfect usage by the dash right there. He got his P stolen away. He's able to dash, dodge the shot, stay alive a little bit longer. And this was a good opportunity for Teeks and Hayes. Even though they did lose their teammate Mafia, you have to know that there was so much damage there for them to clean it up. And that's why I liked how aggressive they were actually getting. But just a couple of seconds, that's all it took. They all kind of converged. Hold the pressure out. So that one's going to be a full disengage. Spokate goes down. Hypers and Lucky Dog, they're still going to be left up. They're going for a straight revive play to try to save their teammates. But look at Monster, their material count. They are very, very low on resources.
This is bad. This is just bad news here. Trying to stick the res. I can appreciate that, but Liam gets in there. Why not get the re-knock for good measure? Siphon kicks in there. That's going to keep him more than adequately healthy here. You know what? They're happy with the 1 knock somehow. The team slips away, though.
Uh-oh. Doesn't want to let him away for too long. That's Faux Cake. Trying trying to survive, popping the minis. He knows the fight is going to be inevitable, so instead of trying to run, he's trying to use the little time that he has to at least get into fighting shape. Then a couple punches back as Lee's going straight up to the mountain yet again, but it's not going to be easy with the time it takes for that second charge to come out. Around 12-second cooldown on those charges to use the misform. Focake, unfortunately enough, just was not able to create enough separation.
Crazy. If he would have just got up and over that mountain, he might have actually survived, but blocked out there. Meanwhile, on the other side, what's happening here? Eulogy and team kind of eyes on Pollo, Acorn, and Agers. Pollo, Acorn, and Agers playing this a bit differently now. I don't think they were happy with the lack of damage in the previous game. They're probably thinking to themselves, all right, guys, let's turn on the heat here.
As they find the fight, Liam, Madden, and Trio just continuously going from one to the next. It's a whole nother team. After they finish off, I think, an elimination onto Focake. Now they're looking for more, and this is what Kelly was talking about, the AoE with those dash fights. So now Madden's going to get 3 from somebody else's resources, seeing Woods run away, and that's going to allow them to easily close the distance with the dashes, the Surf Cube. Liam should be able to put pressure on the Woods here soon.
Surf Cube would have been excellent right there to go ahead and kind of surprise Woods, but doesn't even need it. He's got his team kind of coming at all different angles. These could be eliminations that lead them straight to A rank right here, but hold up. Woods, though, putting up a good fight. Could have honestly turned the tide there for a second. Still healthy as well. 161, though. My gosh, the double shotgun shots here from Madden and Liam. Going to wrap that one up.
Wondering how a fight like this started. Oh my, Madden with the DMR, 2 back-to-back headshots, just melting the HP and shield, getting the knock, and that kind of basically boosted up the confidence for them to push on over. Back on over to the resistance base side of the map, northwest, and you're seeing at least 4 teams directly here north of the resistance base, and you're seeing at least a solo player on the eastern side of the mini-map. So at least 5 teams kind of converged in this small location. It is in zone, so not too much to worry about just yet, Monster, but if it pulls away, it's going to be tough for this rotation to happen.
Yeah, that was a successful reboot onto Mafia there. So well played for them. They're kind of back in the game, but damage likely to be very, very dire. G-Money rising to V. Dash is ready to go. Fully in action mode here. Gonna rotate Pollo, Agers, and Acorn. No strangers to the storm this time, though. Again, looking for more damage than they picked up last round. Oh, they're going straight for it.
Canyons Crossing, if you're in Canyons Crossing at least, not necessarily landing here, it's almost like a sign of weakness, I should say. You're low on loot, you're looking for scraps, you may not have as much shield or mobility that you were hoping for up to the spot, and I think that's what's kind of building the confidence for Pollo, Agers, and Acorn in this situation. They just have to figure out exactly where they're at. You see the superhero rank, that's going to give them a couple of extra heals there at the bottom. If they have the med miss smoke, all teams can use them together.
I was going to say, I like this, though. Like, you got this team up top, kind of hidden out here. 2 med miss, ready to go. So, a lot of options, but the moment they drop that, the gig is up.
And they know that's Pollo, Acorn, and Agers because of the medallion. Then I kind of agree with them. You know, wow. I tell people I don't play solos because you're going to watch me hide in the cone. Well, sometimes hiding in the cone, Monster, is just the best option, especially
look at this.
When that medallion is there.
Look at the map. They allowed their teammate to even get knocked. They're like, nah, we'd rather res chain. We're not going to do this. We're not going to show them where we're at all. And they went to the very last second. That is hilarious, but also well played. It was the right decision, clearly.
Kind of almost brings me back to the last major where Peter would drop the medallion for Agers to try to contest clicks. These are the storylines that we're talking about major from major. These are the tricks underneath some of these teams' sleeves that they're waiting for. Group stage might be too early, Monster, you know as well as I do, to show absolutely everything, but at least we're getting a little bit of a team.
Oh, most definitely. There's going to be a lot of small, nuance and plays up the sleeves, especially when you start getting into grand finals lobbies, right? The roster changes. The best teams are in the best drops. There's different predictability at that point. Yeah, grand finals. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be crazy. But Acorn, Agers, and Pollo keeping the pressure here now. We know exactly what they want. around here, but the moment they enter into the safety of this next area.
And one of the things I've noticed here, actually, that is drastically different from games 1 and 2 is you remember the island spawned over towards Foxy Floodgates. Agers, Pollo, Acorn signed up a line, kind of a triangle in different spots around those mountains and the island to get Surge. There is no island over towards Foxy Floodgates this time around, so they're going to have to change up their strategy. Instead of sitting on the island safe, shooting down for Surge, it looks like they're just taking a full 180. They're going aggressive. They're fighting team after team after team as they make their way towards that island.
Havoc, Jargo, and Silic. Team behind them, actually, they don't even have win. The fact that G Money has high ground here on the mountain across from them. Still have yet to use that miss. Here. See how it plays out for Jargo.
So bad. Reboot happen where you kind of think it's relatively safe over towards the top side of the map, but Google bracelets, they always rotate on the slow edge of the zone, and that's where they were able to find 2 more eliminations. It's not a ton when it comes to that Storm Surge, but that's 2 more eliminations worth of points, boosted them further and further up the leaderboard. Remember, it's win and you're in through 5 games, or the top 5 on that leaderboard through consistency, so every single point matters. So that's a crucial find for them, even if they're not able to find that 3rd and final play.
All right, and that pushes them straight into A rank, as you can see there as well. So really set up success here. Still often to play this kind of outskirts. You can see off in the distance a player misforming. Not too pressed to push, but the tags are going to be welcome. Surely they've done enough. 4 Elims is plenty of damage.
Another one of these fights, and it's in the zone with some elevation towards Flooded Frogs. Got to be very, very careful. Exactly this will happen. Other teams inside of their bases are going to look over and see this as an opportunity to get some free damage, especially since they are so distracted. Quick Boogeyman pay. They separate themselves. Even though they try to attach themselves to that elevation, they pull themselves off a little bit because they know the threat of getting pushes around the corner.
Boogie Pay and Quick here definitely making the most out of this game. This is the, I think, furthest we've seen them coming into kind of a mid-game situation here, as their early games were a bit dicey. Threats Crazy and Booga, though, made it for Storm Sickness at this point. We gotta get out of here. It's gonna get sketchy. Oh, talk about sketch now. Hold up, big tags coming through. Where's the whites for threats? Hold up. There it is. Medmiss forced to come out here. That's earlier than they would have liked.
Like a different Pollo, Agers, and Acorn as well. Continuing their aggressive story. They have the exotic Sentinel Pump. And if you guys don't know, every time you hit a shot, it kind of goes between 1 or 2 abilities. It gives you kind of the pepper effect, or it slows your opponent down. And in the hands of someone like Pollo, being able to land multiple shots on multiple players throughout the course of a fight, those effects will kind of slow things down on your opponent's foot. Kind of allow someone like Agers and Acorn probably to get that final elimination, the knock shot. You're seeing a lot of the utility being grabbed from them, whether it's a mythic, exotic weapon. They have everything that they need and more.
And best sound effects too. Very rewarding. Hit a tag effect, shoddy, but Day here coming online. Okay, not bad at all. A little knock to go ahead and give them some cushion to work with. Siphon's gonna give them plenty of time to go ahead and decide what's going to do with this loot here. Jack and Boji already on the move here, but they're a team lurking. Is coming back here. Boji absolutely spotted out. Oh wait, that build there, a little bit of a troll for Darzi, giving away their position. So Boji on high alert after that one. Cut off. I like the play, but Jack and Day are coming back here to support. Using the dash as well, so truly forced to commit here at this point.
Yeah, perfectly timed. They were trying to close the distance. to try to save their teammate. Exactly that. But there's a whole nother team. I'm not even sure they saw them as they kind of rotated in front of them. They know with the zone pulling further and further towards.
Nothing beats a jet.
Too bad I'm watching it. Still join me.
1,200.
Still join me, Tilwin.
Echo.
Still join
What are you gonna pay me back in return?
Still
Back up off. Back up off. Oh yeah. It's back up on me.
Tilwin. Tilwin.
First, I need to check the item shop to check if there's anything good. Then why you want the Echo skin? Ooh! Aura! Aura's at an item shop. I just bought it. You said put it on? Or no, should I buy King Kong's axe? It's like the Leviathan axe. Should I buy his axe? But still, I want to get on all my accounts.
Hello?
Or should I buy the Christmas skin, the Jolly Jammer? Oh, you want the monk? Where's Birdie? Oh, you don't have that skin?
Hello?
I have the green style.
Tilwin, do you hear me?
How does
Tilwin, get
how does Elijah have it, but you don't?
Hello? Hello?
I just noticed sideboards in the item shop. Starfire, Black Boy. Oh my gosh.
Hello?
No, not Black Boy. I meant Beast Boy. Which one? I don't even think you can get the Spark skin.
Hey,
You have to buy
did
the
he
bundle
gift
to get it.
me? Did he gift it to me?
Wait, this whole bundle was 5,400 V-Bucks? This whole bundle is 5,400 V-Bucks. Did you not hear what I said? The whole bundle is 5,400 V-Bucks.
Did he gift it to me?
The whole bundle of clicks.
Did he gift it to me?
How much is it? No, you know what?
Did he gift it to me?
Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. Okay.
Did he gift it to me?
I don't know. Can I just save my V-Bucks? Okay, but I'll just save my V-Bucks for now. No, trust. Like, if I get the battle pass again, I'll gift you. Trust. I'm being so for real. Cause like, I'll get V-Bucks again anyways. Anytime. You can give V-Bucks right now? But that's just wasting my money. I'm using my own money. And I only got $10 on my debit card now. Cause of you, Wuda. Blocky Ben. Blocky Ben. Blocky Ben. Blocky Ben. Blocky Ben. When I get more V-Bucks out of the battle pass. But that's still good. 1,200, right? 1,200, right? 1,250. 1,300. 1,400. 1,500. 1,600. 1,700. I have 1,700 V-Bucks. After I get the full battle pass. I have 1,700, so just stop. What should we play?
This game.
Oh, you know Blitz, right?
This game.
You like that game? Cause look how much content I got from that. How much do you have? His Kyle only has 4. Yeah, I'm leaving the party so I can get more, you know. I'm kidding. Me and Kyle be winning all. Me and Kyle be winning all the matches.
No way. That can
Wait, so you're not playing?
I am.
You don't have to.
I am playing.
You know what? I just hopped on. I don't even know why I'm doing that. I'm finna. You know what should we play? You know what should we play? We should play the pit. We should play the pit to warm up.
No, the separate one. The separate one.
But fine, just come on. This kid has comments to play super pit.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'll snipe all you guys with this. Just ready up.
I don't want people.
Hell no.
I can bet. No, I'm not.
Bro, look at my skin. You could tell I look hecka sweaty.
Give that to me.
You know who doesn't have the Shanti skin? You. Patrick doesn't have the Shanti skin. Buy it then. Then why can't you buy the freaking Click skin? Rift the Santa. Or should I just give it to Should I just give it to I forgot what his name. Elijah. Be right back. I need to go get some glasses.
I have a new trick. Can't wait. I have a new trick. That's why I have a new trick. I have a new trick. The game is starting! The game is starting.
Let's go.
Welcome
Let's go.
to Super Pit.
Hezzy, can you throw my old batteries away?
Find all the secrets hidden on the map. Jump into the arena with your favorite weapons.
No, I'm right here, black boy. I'm finna, bro. Can you hear me? I'm leaving. Can you hear me? Bro, why the frick are you saying Taylin? Anybody? Anybody there? Bro, shut your ravioli, tavioli, McClean. What? There's a parade. Are you going? What time is it? 7, like at night? No. Why should I? Where is the parade located? Downtown Seattle? I'm all the way in Tacoma, so. Well, there's a good house there, so. You should see how big my house is. You did? Where did you move? Wow, you're not gonna tell your own best friend, like your brother? No, like, where is it located? Not like your exactly address. Like, do you still go, you're gonna still go to Denny, right? For what reason?
Alea, in the garbage. Alea, get these two.
You throw it away? No, like I'm not using Simp Edit no more. I'm not a Simp Edit user. Kid has a Kaya third partying. This kid has a Kaya third. You think I use Simp Edit? You think I use Simp Edit? I don't use Simp Edit no more. Wanna take my kill, mate? See. I hit you in the make that make sense. Baby shark, really go do do do. You smell like poo. My last name is Mickey D's, you freaking pee. I don't smell like pee. But you shut up! Where's the Glizzy Gobbler? This kid has a COD, just mess up your whole clip. It took you that long to try to kill it? Like, bro, you think it suck. Get pickaxed. Nah, bet that. Nah, you're my son now. Where are you? He is? Wow, freaking spammer. Keep that same energy. You know what else, Matthew? No, you guys are my son now. Oh. Heck, you know what? Today, like I can, oh, you guys could probably pick me up and we could go to the fair. You mean the parade? I meant the parade.
Bro, it's Cranberry.
He does cop spraying me. Where the heck are you? Bro, it's because Hezekiah keeps spraying at me. Yeah, both of you guys want to spray? Both of you guys want to spray? Both of you guys want to spray? Come on, both of you guys want to spray? Full piece. Healed once. Full piece, sit down. You just got freaking full piece. Without no simple edit too? Should I clip that? Nah, should I clip that, put it on my TikTok? I haven't posted on my TikTok in a while, so like, should I? That'll be... Sniff that wall? No, I bet that. Nah, keep that same energy. No. Don't over try it. No, don't over try it now. Don't over try it. No, don't try to run. Don't try to run. You're gonna become my son. Don't try to run. Try to run. Come down here. Come down here like a good boy. Good boy. Freak. 180 to the head. Nah, I'm getting on my. I'm putting this. I'm putting this on my YouTube. No, freak that. No, I'm actually finna picture on my montage. I make montages now. 200. Dead. Buddha. I was just making sure he was still on. They don't leave me. No, it's because I killed Hezekiah. Freaking suck at editing? This kid has got hacking. No, this kid has got actually hacking. This kid's shotgunning me, climbing down. This kid doesn't know how to do that. Take your kill. Take your kill. I took your kill. 51. Why the freak are you jumping? You suck. Good night. Go back to the pregame lobby. Freaking suck. Sniped out of Sky 121. 121 again somehow. I'm not dead. 115. Hit you with the brother me. 46. Wooda, you didn't see that, right? Why the freak would you clip? You're clipping your own non-clicks. Like, bro, make that make sense. One dead. I know I'm him. This kid has a cops trying to kill me. I'll get my revenge. 200. Come Shockwave over here. Shockwave over here like a good boy. Come on. Come on, Shockwave over here. Who's Peterbot? Who's Peterbot? I am Peterbot. 56. Kid has caught hacking. 54, 90. Freaking sit down, my boy. Freaking suck. 300 no scope out of here. I need to record that. I need to record that. Buddha. Freaking sucks.